Hello and welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. I'm your host, Cedric Kennedy, and it is August 2nd. So today we're talking about demonizing the Green Party and how to stop it. Now, you hear that, and most likely you want to click away anyway. I suggest you stick around and just hear what I got to say. If you go on the title and you click away, then you've done yourself a disservice. At least know the context so you can know if clicking away would have been the right thing. Then you can say, yeah, I should have clicked away, but click away now, you might miss something that could relate to something else that could help you. So, hey, because demonizing the Green Party is so rampant and has been since the 90s that when people hear about it, they tend to go away from it. So, let me spell out the whole okie doke here, okay? Let's just cut right to the chase. The entire point of the Green Party was to give a voice and a chance to independent candidates. It was to give a place for those that were actually woke to the political party system to have a place to go and vote. That's what it was for. All right. But the problem is, and you can go and check every level of history since the mid-90s, maybe even the late 80s, when it comes to a third party. What happens, and this is the pattern, when there's an election of any kind, you'll have your establishments, which is left or right, which is practically two of the same thing. They're just the same. All right? I mean, just be real. They're the same. Because neither one of them has given you what you need. Neither one of them has done anything positive for you. Neither one of them has actually pushed everything about the supposed country forward in the supposed country. And I say supposed country because if you look up what makes us a country, and then the support of the country, the soul of the country, the heart of the country, yada, 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 it ain't there. It's just not there. It's never been there. It's on the lips, but not in the dip. That's what it is. Ain't nothing for you to reach in and get up. Ain't nothing there. But the whole point is, when they do this, what happens is they wait until that late stage, roughly when it's that do or die moment, and then they'll talk about the Green Party or independent candidates. And they'll say this: they'll only split the vote and take it away from whomever. They use that to scare everyone. So then the voters, those partisan voters, the ones that will only vote in the establishment system, they're the ones that's like, yeah, that is true, and I want my person to win. I want my victory so much, I will understand that a vote for this other party is not a vote for my person, therefore that party is bad. Voting for that party is bad. Then you associate that with, if you vote for it, you are bad. So now you start a tribe, and that's what happened. That's it. And I did that in under 4 minutes. But that's the whole okie doke right there. Okay? If you want more layman's terms, if I can give something that people have gone through time and time again, you're in the checkout aisle. All right, this is back when times were good, all right? When you could actually go out and breathe, and there was no COVID-19, and thus mutating and thus killing over 150,000 people as I speak. Is crested over 150,000 people. This thing that's a hoax, this thing that's not real, this thing you should not take seriously. Just keep that in mind. Just a couple of people died from Ebola or got Ebola, and Obama was crucified. This is 150,000 plus, and it's like, LOL. This, I mean, is there any better example of racism than that? I mean, if I was God, I wouldn't be able to come up with an example better. All right, but you're in the checkout aisle, and it's almost time to get to the cashier. You're almost there, and you see it right there in the impulse aisle. With the snacks, the candies, the chips, the little doohickeys for a little charger or a lighter, a flashlight, playing cards, various other little small games and little toys they can put there. And you see something you want only because it's there. You're like, ooh. But you know if you dip into that, you're going to get financially messed up somewhere because you know you're on a budget. You know? And some of you that's not on the budget, the person behind you is already pissed. And they're like, you need to scoot up. The person in front of you done went 3 carts ahead and you standing here and I'm about to go around you. And if I go around you, you're going to get mad that I went around you and there's going to be a situation. And you're trying to make up your mind. Should I get this? Should I not? Or you're with somebody and you're not the buyer and you see something you want, but something else you would like. You can only get one. What you going to do? And you got stuff that you're getting. And as soon as they say, well, yeah, you can get one of them, but you got to put this back. One of those things is going to become the enemy. And I'm not talking about the items. It's going to be one of the items or the one that's making the choice for you. You got to choose. You got to put one back. Now all of a sudden you're mad at the one that's the buyer. Man, I want both. And some people are so worse, they don't even know which one they want to choose, but they know they wanted one of them, but now they're forced to not be able to make up their mind. They got to push forward. Now the shift goes from, I ain't mad at this situation, I'm mad at you for not letting me get it. And that's what they see the Green Party as. Like, I'm mad at you for not letting me get it. That's how they see it. It's a threat. The reason the Green Party is a threat is because the Green Party usually consists of people more or less with ideals that are forward thinking, more or less. You know, everyone has their conservative parts to them where they don't want change here or there. Everyone has something in some area, so nobody's perfect, all right? That's why. But usually those in the Green Party tend to lean towards legalizing marijuana, universal, a lot of things, being far more social, putting jobs in the power of the employees, not the employer. You know, well, you know what, you can do this crazy mess or you can leave. Instead, it's, wait, you can't ask me to do that crazy mess. I signed up for this and this, and you're trying to make me do extra stuff and not even pay me for it. We got a problem. But instead, the way it is you signed up for what? To do these 2 tasks. You about to do these other 4 too. You can do this or you can not have the money. That's how it is today. Socialism is putting the power in the hands of the workers, not the owners. That's what socialism is. And Green Party is more or less for that. Green Party is more or less for, you know, saving the planet. I scoff at that because the planet will be fine. It's us who will not be fine. I don't like that term, save the planet. The planet's fine. Look at Mars, look at Venus. All right, they're planets still. No atmosphere or a messed up atmosphere where everything melts on the surface, but they're still planets. Earth will be a planet. We will not be here. And people don't want to face their mortality. It's scary. That's scary. The Green Party gets demonized left and right with no one challenging that demonization. And people who are woke, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not woke. Okay? I'm going to say this quick. And y'all can hit that dislike button, but you're going to acknowledge what I'm saying. Because it's true. Woke people are not woke. It takes way more than acknowledging how to address the LGBTQ plus community. It takes more than just simply not being a racist. It takes more than being anti-racist to be woke. You have to be... Listen, woke has been co-opted in these 2000s. All right? In the 2000s, the term woke has been co-opted by quote-unquote millennials and used poorly. Where they address individuals like it's a job title. Where I'm supposed to, where they want me or anyone else, I'm like, I'm supposed to address this one person as a they. They, that's plural. Him, her, he, she. If you are a person that identifies yourself as a female and you ain't bullshitting, you're a female. And vice versa. That's it. I'm not going to sit here and pronounce you as a they, because you are not they. You are not them. It takes more than that to be woke. You have to be woke. Woke comes from, like, I think just before the 90s when it was getting ushered in, but more in the minority communities being woke. Like, and it won't call being woke, it was wake up. Y'all need to wake up and see what's going on around you, what's going on about you, what's going on in your face that's hurting you. You need to wake up and see what these political parties are doing, and you need to fight that. And back then they would say you need to fight that by voting different. You can't get a different life by ushering in the same things that got you the bad life you got. That was waking people up. Waking people up was slow, steady, full of energy, and was in a sense of desperation. Because woke plus green today equals no green. I'm woke, but I'm not going to vote for a Green Party. I'm woke, but I'm not going to vote for that party. I'm woke, but I'm not going to vote for somebody running as an independent. I'm woke, but I'm not going to, stop this person from whooping this other person. I'm woke, but no, you're not woke. If you're going to vote for the same parties over and over without either starting a new party, ushering in a new party, supporting a new party, or something like that, you're not woke. You're not close to it. You still in the okie doke calling yourself woke. You're not woke. It don't mean you can't wake up, but you still sleep thinking that your eyes are open. No, you still dreaming of a better place that don't exist. And I'm serious. You're dreaming. People can stop this easily. Just wake up. Right now, for example, let's use some reality before November hit. Joe Biden, hopefully he'll win, but I won't be voting for him. See, I'm woke enough to know voting for Biden does not miraculously just change everything you see about you. Others are living in a dream world. Once we vote Biden in, once Trump is out and Biden is in, all this craziness is going to go away and everything going to go back to normal. There's going to be no COVID-19. There ain't going to be no racists all in the streets. Ain't going to be no cops beating on anybody. All this mess happened because Trump. No, this didn't happen because Trump. This all happened because we let it happen. Literally, we let. When I say let, I use it exactly as it means. To allow something to happen when you could have stopped it or attempted to stop it. You know what's finna happen. Joe Biden is going to get in. He's going to win. I ain't voting for him because I'm woke enough to know what Joe Biden is. I'm woke enough to know what Joe Biden is. He is Trump with the ability to shut up. He is Trump with the ability to say, I ain't going to say anything. I'm going to let you assume what you want and run with it. And that will be your belief. That will be your assumption. And I will rack in the votes. How do I know? Because he's already done it. He literally did not campaign. He didn't put out any messages or anything. And yet he secured the Bible Belt. How do you not campaign and secure the Bible Belt? The Bible Belt. How do you not campaign and secure the Rust Belt? It's because Trump, people have woke up enough to realize Trump ain't that damn good. They woke up enough to know that. So Trump bad, Biden good. Why is Biden good? Because Trump is bad. Why is Biden good? Because Biden don't say what Trump say. Biden thinks on those lines of Trump. He has roughly done on those lines of Trump. He just knows to shut up. That's it. Everything that's happening now, it may slow down in its intensity, but it will still be there. Under Barack Hussein Obama, okay, police brutality began being recorded on a grand level by the people, and nothing was done. Police brutality, people being murdered by the cops, hunted down, hawked down in the streets, and beaten and or shot and killed by the cops, and nothing was done. Just think about that. Nothing was done. Wide-scale murders done. Church shootings, and the person was rewarded with food and decency by the cops, while those doing nothing but trying to get home to their family got shot and killed, and weapons planted on them. TV media lied on everything. This all happened under a black president. A black president with a racist came out to speak. They didn't like that. Then Trump comes in, and you know what Trump was? It's okay. You can do it. Beat on him. I will help you. Don't worry. That's where Trump was. And people said we get to be as hateful and as racist and stick it to the left as much as we want. That's what happened. Trump is the cool uncle that lets a racist be as racist as he wants to be or she wants to be. When Biden gets in, it's going to be a little bit of what's going to happen. And when they see the police are still knocking heads in, and when they see that everybody is still doing the same old as they was doing as today, all right, they're going to go right back to doing what they was doing, because it's like, well, nobody's stopping. It's cool. Biden was against masks. Biden wants to get rid of your Social Security. Biden don't want to help any old people do anything unless it's him. He's already done this stuff. He's already said this stuff. It's documented. And it ain't 20 years ago. It ain't 10 years ago. It's 7 months ago. If this fool ain't changed in 50 years, 30 years, 20 years, 5 years, 5 months, he ain't going to change when he's president. And if you can't see that, you ain't woke. And that's real. You want to stop the demonizing of the Green Party? Here's what you do. For those that stuck around, get to hear this. Right now, Biden will get in. He will win, hopefully. All right. That will generate complacency on the left. All right. That's going to generate complacency. Everybody's going to be like, yeah, man, it's all going to change. It's going to be better. You know, Biden's in. Yay, we won. We go home. We won. They think this, I don't know, Biden get in, he's going to just Superman and just fly around and fix all the problems and be like, it's done. We're all fixed. We can go back to you all being demonized as poor people, us rich people doing what we want and acting like nothing's wrong, and talk about how your hard work as a slave wager is building the economy. And while so many of you are being laid off work because jobs are being shipped overseas and across the borders, you know, we tell you who to blame, and then you can demonize them instead of us, the ones that's causing all the suffering in the first place. That's the normal they want to get back to. And woke people see that. Actual woke people see that. So what you do is you take that time and you organize the Green Party. You organize your independent parties, your candidates. That's what you do. You get it organized. You get the support going. You got 4 years. Actually, 3.5, really. You got 3.5 years to get it perfectly organized. Get it done. That's what you do. You know who you're going to run. You vet them. And when they start slipping, they're out. You find somebody else. You don't try to find the next. You find the best. You don't find the next Obama. You don't find the next, Bernie Sanders. You don't find the next anything. You find the best. Universal things. UBIs. Somebody that said we need the stimulus package for the people, not the corporations. You see what I'm saying? Because those people that needed a stimulus so they could stay in their homes, Joe Biden didn't vote for that. On one, he abstained, and another, he was like, they don't need it. He didn't urge Nancy Pelosi or anyone to push it. So you need to get a candidate that you want, that you like. Get 2 or 3 and pick a vice president from it too. Make it green, make it progressive, make it forward thinking. That's just it. The Green Party used to be about saving the planet. The Green Party needs to be about saving people. It can't be about being a vegan. It can't be about being a carnivore. It's about general decency. Being a humanist. People over money. Need over greed. Run those candidates. Talk to your family. Talk to your friends. And if it seems like it's not the right time to do it, you make it the right time by talking. Because it affects every one of us. You let them know, hey, you don't want them to split the vote. Fine. We're not splitting the vote. Biden is in or Trump stayed. Whichever. It don't matter. What's done is done. It is February now of 2021. Now it is time to say, hey, we're not splitting the vote. We're going to be the vote. There's a difference. We ain't splitting it. We're being it. And you get your friends and your family to listen. Say, hey, just give me a moment. Take a chill pill. Hear me out. If we all vote for the Green Party or individual candidate, independent candidate of anything, just not these same 2 party lines that has only caused death and destruction to people while fattening their pockets. Let's give these other places a chance. Just ask them to listen to you. Validate you like they would want you to validate them by listening to them if anything they want to talk about. Just say, give me the chance. Just ask them politely, humbly. Give me the chance to explain this. The Green Party, if that's what you're going with, or the Science Party, or whichever, so long as it's forward thinking and wants to legalize drugs, if not drugs across the board. You know, it's okay to smoke a cigarette but not smoke some weed? Really? I can drink alcohol and poison my liver, but I can't smoke something that could actually stop cancer? Think about that. Think about that. Think about how the oil companies spent 40 plus years saying, no, ain't no problem. But then you find out, oh crap, there's a problem. And now it's all divided with those saying, stop complaining, to those that says, I want to breathe. And that's a line. So Green Party, get it together. The Green Party needs to stop waiting so long to run a candidate. It's not, and this is important. If any of you made it this far, this is important. Green Party people, if you hear this, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much reach you get. And people, when you need money, that means paid media, mainstream media. When it's about reach, it's about social media. Mainstream media captures all the old people. There are far more young people than old people. Especially with COVID-19, it's really dropping. All right? Dropping so much so that Donald Trump and his aides, after his aides badgered him, he was like, you know what? Yeah, wear a mask. Take care of yourself. Yeah, whatever, man. And that's the best they could get out of Trump. Wear a mask. Do what you got to do. Yeah. My ratings went down because people are mad, so I need to fix it. That's what Trump is. If you don't have a viable extra party to threaten the mainstream party, then we're only going to get the same wickedness that we've only gotten. So please, listen, talk, converse, convey, explain. You know, just do whatever it takes, but be decent about it and just listen. Green Party is not the bad party, although it's been made for everyone to think it and believe it. They're not. They ain't going to split the vote. The only thing that splits the vote is when people get woke and they're tired of supporting a system that's hating them. That's woke. When you literally open your eyes and your ears and you take in the information and you kill whatever that is inside. I might go over that in something I was teaching my daughter about what to notice about people. You know, why they do what they do. But listening is important. And splitting the vote is not something you need to talk about. Because that's not what it's all about. It's not what it's about. It's not about splitting the vote. It's about being the vote. So listen, I've said this enough. I want to repeat myself just so y'all could understand. You know, just trying to hammer it in there. You know, and if you want to, I don't know, demonize the Green Party like certain people do, you know, calling them Jill Stein voters and whatnot, and then making a label with that, building a straw man and knocking it down. If that's what you call woke or power or whatnot, then you got to get your head examined. Because Jill Stein ain't been running, and Jill Stein ain't in the conversation. Jill Stein won't perfect. She won't great. But wouldn't you prefer her over Trump? Think about that. This has been Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.